Hey guys. So I've been MIA for the last few weeks. I apologize. Things have just been pretty hectic, but I had some things to update you on. First things first, I am 28 weeks pregnant today, exactly 28 weeks. Which means it is the official start of the third and final trimester. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So, without further ado, let's talk about the baby. According to Baby Center, he now weighs about 2¼ pounds and is about the size of a Chinese cabbage, and is measuring close to 15 inches. From head to heel. He can blink. He has eyelashes. His eyesight is developing, and he can now he'll now turn his head toward lights. Let me clarify. That doesn't make any sense. He'll turn his head towards a light that is continuously being shined on my belly. He's also developing billions of neurons in his brain and adding more fat, and this time it's the white fat. Happy, stop. Sorry. You know, he's chubbing up, as opposed to the brown fat, which helps regulate body temperature. Though white fat does help with that as well. Anywho, so that's what's going on with him. So here's what's been going on with me. I finally bought some maternity clothes. I have 2 nursing bras that are okay. They're Bravado by Bravado, and I like them. They're very comfortable. I can even sleep in them. However, what I don't like about them is that you have to put them over your head like a sports bra. Like there's no hook, there's no clasp in the front or back, and also the back is sort of like a racer back, you know, as opposed to just straps. So I'm not a huge fan of that because I can't really. It looks weird with you know, spaghetti strap shirts. So, oh well. I hope to get a couple more sometime soon, because I also need to get some maternity pants, which I have not purchased yet. But I got a ton of shirts from this place near my parents' house. It's called A Pea in the Pod, and it is the cutest store with the cutest name, and I've always wanted to shop there because I thought the name was just so funny. And the largest size they go up to is a large, and I usually wear an extra large and sometimes an extra large, depending, you know, on tops, just because my boobs are huge. And so I was really kind of skeptical when we first went in there. I was like, oh, I don't know if we can find stuff that's going to work, and blah, blah, blah. But the sales lady there was so sweet and so helpful and just really friendly and nice, and found a ton of stuff that looked great and fit really well. And it was hard to narrow down the options, just because shopping is really fun, and when you find stuff that looks good, and it's so soft, oh my god, and really light, so that's good, because I live in Texas and it's hot as hell here already. So maternity clothes, that was really fun. Also, something that has happened since last time we spoke, I was tested for gestational diabetes. So for the 1-hour test, my doctor said that, you know, you don't have to fast. Just don't eat anything for about an hour before you come in to take the test. So I ate my regular breakfast, which that day I had like a big serving of multi-meal. I don't know if you're familiar with multi-meal. It's sort of like cream of wheat, but it's really good. And I used to eat it all the time when I was a kid, and I don't know, I had been craving it around then. It's really high in calcium and iron and folic acid, and I had kind of been slacking on my prenatals, and so I had been eating a lot of that. So I ate like a huge, like a double serving of it, basically. And then took the gestational diabetes test about an hour later, and I drank the stuff and immediately started feeling sick. And it was like, okay, this sucks. I hope this isn't a bad sign, you know, shit. Basically, I was like, oh God. So the doctor called back the next day and said that I had indeed failed, but only by 6 points. That they like to keep, they like to see it under 135, and I was at 141. So I had to go back in for the 3-hour, which I know can be pretty torturous for some people, but I was actually okay with it. My husband was there for part of it, and then he had to leave and go to work, and so then my mom came and hung out with me, and then she took me home, and we got lunch and stuff. So anyways, so what you do is you go in and you do fast. I fasted for this one. I hadn't eaten anything for 8 hours or however long, and 8.5 hours. Excuse me. I've been really stuffy. Anywho, so they take your blood fasting. They check your blood sugar after you've been fasting, and then you drink. They make you drink the drink, and then you come back every hour on the hour for the next 3 hours. So that's what I did, and I had a great phlebotomist. Like, the women who were drawing my blood were really, really good and hilarious, and it was like really early in the morning, and they were so nice, and I don't know, it was a really good experience all around. Especially when I went in expecting it to be horrible. But it was great. I didn't feel sick at all that time. And they called me back the following Friday. I had taken it on a Wednesday. Called me back on Friday and said that all my numbers were good. All my numbers passed. And I think they will only diagnose you with gestational diabetes if if you have, like, you can fail two of the times, and they'll still say you don't have it. But I passed every single time, so that's really, really awesome. So dodged a bullet with that, which is great. You know, because I've been trying to watch what I've been eating, I still haven't gained any weight. I have gained back the 5 pounds that I lost due to morning sickness, but I haven't gained anything else, thankfully, because I'm sure I'll probably gain a bit during this semester, during this trimester, but hopefully not too much, because I have been really watching my weight, or watching my diet, and I've also been swimming. Not every day, but a couple of times a week, just to sort of keep my body used to movement and, you know, being semi-active. And plus, since it's so hot out, swimming is the logical choice for me, being that it's summer. And also, oh my gosh, it just feels amazing when I get in the water. He just sort of like lifts up out of my pelvis. I've been having a lot of pubic bone pain, and something I've recently been experiencing is burning in the back of my right leg, which I assume is sciatica. You know, just him sitting on my sciatic nerve in a weird way. So, there's that. What else? Oh, my mom called me today and told me that our crib has arrived, and it will be delivered on Friday. So that's really awesome. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I haven't really been nesting in terms of like cleaning and stuff, but I have been doing little crafty little projects like for the baby. I've been knitting him an Afghan. I've knitted him 2 hats, and I'm working on a rag rug for him as well. So all that's going well. I think once the crib arrives, I'll really feel like, you know, it's time to start getting the nursery in order, because it's the only, I mean, there's nothing in there right now, you know. It would be the first piece of furniture for the nursery, and all we've done so far in there is just paint. So, anywho, as far as my symptoms have gone, I said I've been stuffed up a little on one side, mostly this side. I've been having the sciatica and the pubic bone pain, though the pubic bone pain isn't quite as bad as it had been in the past few weeks. I've been hungry. I've been tired. I'm still sleeping okay. I know that probably won't last much longer. Another thing that we were worried about, or that we were keeping an eye on, was my blood pressure. My blood pressure went up slightly. It's pretty normal for me. It was 130/80 last time I went in, which is, I know, slightly elevated, but for me that's pretty normal. It had been in the, you know, earlier parts of the pregnancy, it had been closer to 130/70 something, but then it started getting up there into the 140s, and my doctor was like, you know, we need to really keep an eye on this. And but I don't have any protein in my urine, you know. If anything, it's just hopefully just the high blood pressure, and will hopefully just stay that and not do, you know, not turn into preeclampsia. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. She also said at my last appointment, which was at 27 weeks last week, she said I was measuring a little big, and I asked her what that meant, and she was like, well, it just means your uterus is measuring a little big. We don't know how the baby's measuring. If I continue to measure big, like at my next appointment, I will have to have an ultrasound to determine why I'm measuring big, if it's the baby or if I have excess amniotic fluid. So, you know, he was in the 54th percentile. He was a little big, you know, ever so slightly at our anatomy, at our anatomy scan. So I'm assuming he's just kind of a big baby. My husband would have been a really huge baby. He was born prematurely. He was born at 34 weeks, and he was 6 pounds 2 ounces or something like that. And I was born late, and I was 6'14", so I was kind of a smaller baby. But my mom also had issues with fibroids. There was a fibroid growing at the same rate as me. And so that's why it was a little bit smaller. Another symptom, I've been having terrible pregnancy brain. I just haven't been able to speak. Like, I mean, just the sentences and words just escape me constantly. If someone interrupts me while I'm in the middle of a sentence, that sentence is gone. Like, that thought is gone, it's been gone I have no idea what I was going to say. You can try and jog my memory all you want. I'm not going to remember. So that's kind of annoying. I think that's about it. This is kind of a long video. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's really about it for now. So I guess I'll quit babbling. I'm going to post a belly shot in a separate video. Because I'll have to change clothes. This dress doesn't lend itself well to belly shots, and my belly is it's kind of sticking out. It's really getting kind of big, which is exciting. I'm really starting to look pregnant and not fat, which, oh, I just can't tell you how exciting that is. Finally, a big fat belly I can be proud of. Anywho, so that's my update for the last few weeks. I'll try and update more frequently. Sorry I haven't been. Things have just been, you know, kind of crazy, and I don't know, I just haven't really found the time. So I apologize, and you know, I hope this makes up for it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I'll hopefully see you back in week 29. Okay, bye.